Welcome back. Counting takes place tomorrow for one of the largest civic bodies in the world. Compared to Mumbai, Delhi actually scored better on the overall voter turnout at 55%. Mumbai had a dismal turnout of about 45% when its civic elections took place earlier this year. But if you look closely at the Delhi figures, you'll actually see the real story. Delhi's posh colonies hardly stepped out to vote. Is India's urban elite only good at cribbing about their cities?
Is local the latest national? It's an arguable pitch if the municipal election turnout in the national capital is anything to go by. On Sunday, Delhi saw a record 55% voters come out to the booths, 13% higher than the last time, even though the largest chunk was from areas other than the posh South Delhi.
One of the most popular voter awareness campaigns this election was based on the Bollywood song Sadda Haq that talks about one's rights. But here in South Delhi, home to more affluent people than any other part of the city, the campaign was not as effective.
I don't think any of the parties deserve it. After what we've seen for years, I've completely lost all hope. I don't think I really want to vote.
Only in its south, Delhi has behaved much like the country's financial capital, Mumbai. South Mumbai, home to the richest of rich, is notorious for voter apathy. Truth be told, even the middle class and the poor don't turn out in impressive numbers. Mumbai never seems to find those 5 minutes. In the last 3 polls since 2007, the city's voting average has been about 45%. The most startling was the 2009 assembly polls, barely 2 months after the 26/11 attacks, protesting which thousands of Mumbaikars had turned out on the streets.
आज छुट्टी का दिन है हम लोग पिक्चर देखने आए हैं wake up time I am not sleeping okay
इलेक्शन के दिन अगर आप वोट नहीं कर रहे हो तो आप सो रहे हो.
Many thought this anger will be telling in the votes. Instead, while the rest of Maharashtra posted a 60% turnout, Mumbai was a mere 50%, much lower than even the general election average.
Basically, they are fed up and there is no accountability, there is no transparency. So these are the reasons which kind of put them off completely.
Well, in the ever-hotly debate on city superiority, Mumbai cannot accuse Delhi of democratic apathy. With Alok Pandey, Amitabh Brevi, NDTV.
And the question we're asking tonight, does India's elite only crib about the state of its cities? Why don't we do anything about it? Joining us in this particular segment, we have ad filmmaker Prahlad Kakkar from Bombay. We have Reena Dhaka, well-known fashion designer here in Delhi with us. And we also have Kiran Walia, the Minister for Women and Child Development. Dr. Kiran Walia, let me ask you first. Overall, you must be pretty pleased that more people actually came out and cast their vote in Delhi. But when you look at the breakup and you look at the divide between the posher colonies and the rest of Delhi, I'm sure you're not surprised.
Well, yes, posher colonies have not been voting in that number for years now. But there has been a marginal increase, let me tell you, which perhaps has been missed out because we have the figures colony-wise as far as municipal elections go. They came in large numbers for the state elections, you know, but they did not turn up for the municipal elections. But there has been a marginal increase. But as far as the rest of the area of Delhi is concerned, this is absolutely a very welcome step because it makes the whole democratic process firmer, a big leap forward to institutionalizing, you know, what we really think what democracy should be. And people have come and voted, which I think is largely due to a very good campaign by the media and by the NGOs and by the Election Commission. And secondly, it's a women reservation that made large number of women come forward because maybe to support their women candidate or whatever, but there was a large turnout of women supporters.
What do you think keeps keeps the urban elite away, as it were, for want of a better word? What is it? I mean, is it just apathy, ignorance? They have better things to do. What is it?
It could be a long weekend. Many of them went out, and perhaps. I think that they feel that they have less things at stake, but when you discuss with them, they're very articulate, they know everything about everything that they require around their needs. So I'm trying to figure out that, it's perhaps the pain to get out and to go and vote. Okay. That is extremely important, yeah.
Okay, Reena Dhaka.
So they have to bother to come out, yes.
What do you think? I mean, where do you stand yourself on civic elections?
I could have taken the pain to go out and vote, and there was ample of time for that. It is just that we were deafened by the sound of advertising of the MCD, whatever the candidates in my factory area. And in my entire time of having been there in the past 6 to 7 years, I never saw any movement, any activity, or any feeling of their presence. So suddenly before the elections, we had these deafening speakers playing patriotic songs and the propaganda pushing them. And I do visit a lot of slums because of my nature of my work, including Silampur, Chandni Chowk and areas like that. And if you see no, it's fact, I do.
No, I'm surprised you call Chandni Chowk a slum.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, yes, you're right. I stand corrected. No, but Silampur and the areas around it. And if you see the mounds of filth there, and there are very few workers, I just feel, I mean, of course, I have gratitude towards those MCD workers who do put their hands in there.
Because you don't feel that they've done anything.
I mean, I surely feel that you can do more than this.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.